6 years after he was shot and killed by a Madison police officer, community members are gathering to push MPD to reopen the Tony Robinson case. And no food for more than 3 weeks. Why the Wisconsin 7 are fasting for climate justice.
Chuck Schumer, Senator Chuck Schumer. When the country needed you most, you led, Chuck, and you delivered.
Plus, after an all-night session, the Senate passes President Biden's massive coronavirus relief bill.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. 6 years ago today, 19-year-old Tony Robinson was shot and killed by Madison police officer Matthew Kenny. It happened during a check person call on Williamson Street. Adam Duxter joins us there now, where a group is gathering to remember Robinson and push MPD to reopen his case.
6 years to the day that Tony Robinson was shot and killed by Madison police here in the 1100 block of Willie Street on Madison's east side. And now, even 6 years later, nearly 50 to 60 people are gathered here to honor and pay their respects to Robinson. But again, as you mentioned, push and make that continued push to Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Azan to possibly reopen this case on the account of possible perjury. That's what the family of Tony Robinson is saying, that Kenny perjured himself in his statements during an investigation, and that's why for the last couple of weeks they've been pushing hard to get this case reopened. Now, as for this group here on Willie Street, we've been told they will make their way from Willie Street in a caravan style up to the Wisconsin State Capitol, and even over the last couple of minutes, probably another 20 or 30 people joining this group. So it'll be a mixture of cars, people on bicycles, and then, of course, people walking to the state capitol. And tonight at 10, we'll talk to some of the people who knew Tony Robinson best and why they say this case really still has a lot of legs left in it.
All right. Thank you so much, Adam. Another group is protesting at the Capitol today to shed light on an incident that happened at Madison East High School last month. A security guard discovered a hidden camera in a coach's office. A Madison Metropolitan School District investigation revealed the cameras were placed to catch a custodian sleeping on the job. Madison police say no crimes were committed, but protesters do not agree.
I'm absolutely baffled. Like, SVU came in and said there wasn't a crime committed. And I'm like, you videotaped students without disability, students with disabilities without their knowledge where they have their toileting needs met. How is that not illegal?
A local law firm is conducting an internal investigation on behalf of the district. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky. Hello, Austin. With coronavirus, we haven't even met each other in person, so welcome to the weekends.
That's right. I'm glad to be here on the weekend as well. And, our temperatures were pretty decent here today. It ended up turning into a pretty solid day overall outside, especially with the plentiful sunshine that was overhead. Now, right now, you're taking a look at some of our current conditions and a gorgeous sunset as well. That is a live shot. And boy, is it a beautiful one here tonight. Now, 39 degrees in Madison currently. A few other temperatures that we're looking at, even still in those low 40s for a lot of our communities, especially up to the northwest. 41s right now in Wisconsin Dells and Camp Douglas. We're right at around 40 degrees in Lone Rock currently. But again, our snow depth, this continues to go down, and we're going to continue to see more and more bare spots on the ground. And I'm sure we're already seeing that in a lot of spots in Madison as well. But overall, the Metro Futurecast for tonight, we're going to have another chilly one, a low of about 18 degrees. Mostly clear skies are to blame for that one right there. But then by the time we reach tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at mid to even upper 40s yet again.
All right. Thank you so much, Austin. A group of Wisconsinites are willing to give up one of life's necessities to save the planet, but they also want to see the Wisconsin legislature take action. Gabriela Becerra is outside the state capitol and explains what this group wants to see included in the governor's biennial budget. Gabby?
Well, Amanda, many of us, myself included, can't go hours without eating or we get too hungry. But one group says that hunger isn't nearly as bad as what's happening to our climate, and they hope this sacrifice will strike action to change that. It's a cause bigger than themselves.
I say green, you say jobs, green, green.
But in an effort to draw attention to it, Jill Ferguson and 6 others won't be eating for 22 days.
We got to do something, people. The time is now.
The Wisconsin 7 are fasting and fighting for climate justice for current and future generations.
I want my grandchildren and your children and grandchildren to be able to breathe clean air.
Climate change is an issue that impacts everybody, and the fact that you all are fasting for climate justice speaks to the larger issue of our planet that is literally being starved right now.
The group hopes the Wisconsin state legislature prioritizes these demands in this year's budget: energy efficiency, renewable energy and green jobs, equity, and farmers and land conservation. Governor Tony Evers included some of these demands in his budget proposal last month.
This is the most ambitious climate agenda that this state has ever seen, but it is nothing if you all aren't a part of it.
Another faster, Justin Blake, says there's no time to wait.
10 years to make a correction that hundreds and hundreds of years have done to this planet. So we have to be unique, we have to think outside the box, and we have to be green.
So while empty stomachs won't change the world, they hope it will motivate everyone to come together to try. And a cardiologist is working with the Wisconsin 7 to make sure that everybody stays safe during their fast. And they invite everyone to join their action here. And they say any way you can do possible, whether that's skipping a meal, fasting for a whole day, or even just advocating for their cause.
All right. Thank you so much, Gabby. Turning to our coronavirus headlines now, Wisconsin is reporting 206 new cases over the past day. The 7-day rolling average of new cases is now just about 400. That's the lowest it's been since late June. Nearly 40,000 vaccines were administered in the state yesterday. More than 18% of Wisconsinites have received at least one dose of a vaccine. One more person has died. Health officials are continuing to urge caution after a second variant strain of the virus was found in Wisconsin. The South African variant, known as B.1.351, was identified Thursday through genome sequencing. It differs from the UK variant, B.1.1.7, but both are considered more contagious compared to the original COVID-19 strain. Medical experts say all three of the authorized vaccines effectively reduce the risk of severe reaction to the virus and its variants. The U.S. Senate has passed its version of President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. Much of the bill passed this morning. Much of it mirrors the package laid out by the president, but several changes are notable. New income caps will limit eligibility for stimulus payments. The bill also does not include an increase in the federal minimum wage, which House Democrats proposed raising to $15 an hour. Still, the president says the Senate delivered on his plan.
This nation has suffered too much for much too long. And everything in this package is designed to relieve the suffering and to meet the most urgent needs of the nation and put us in a better position to prevail.
Today's vote was 50-49 along party lines. One Republican senator from Alaska was not present. The bill will now go back to the House for a vote before it heads to the White House for President Biden's signature. Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin says the stimulus package will deliver help to people struggling here in Wisconsin, saying the American Rescue Plan is the support that the state needs right now to help us get past the pandemic and move our economy forward. GOP Senator Ron Johnson voted against the bill, saying it's not COVID relief, but instead a massive debt burden that further mortgages our children's future. He goes on to say it was unneeded and unwise. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, Girl Scout cookie season is finally here. How members of the Badgerland Girl Scouts are finding creative ways to sell all of your favorites.
Get the ultimate appliance deals at Furniture and Appliance Mart's Ultimate Sale. Save big on doorbusters, special buys, and clearance items from the best brands while they last. And special no-interest financing on appliances store-wide at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
joint pain, swelling, tenderness.
My psoriasis. Cosentix works on all of this.
Cosentix can help you look and feel better by treating the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
Watch me.
Get real relief with Cosentix.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
K-9 program. Welcome back. The Fall River Police Department is raising money for a new police K-9 program. The department's GoFundMe page has $50,000 fundraising goal. They've raised more than $200 so far today. You can also donate money via check. The department has an address to send it to on its website. Well, they're finally here. Girl Scout cookies. Badgerland Girl Scouts are learning the ins and outs of being good business people before their boxes go on sale just 1 week from today. And as Christina Laurie found out, they're ready for a year like never before.
Cookie season usually looks like this. Yes, that's me. Blue hat, boxes in hand, braving the cold outside Walgreens. Fast forward about 20 years and a new generation of girls are getting ready to sell, although their season will look more like this.
Would you like to buy some cookies? One box is $4.
The Badgerland Girl Scouts are going virtual.
I know how all you grown-ups love to buy in bulk, so I have a great deal for you.
Taking their cookie sales and best pitches online.
You can get a case of cookies for just $48, and you might as well give me a cookie to donate to $2 to Cookie Share.
This year's season is kicking off a month later than usual, giving the girls warmer weather and more daylight for in-person sales. But that's not the only change.
My favorite cookie is s'mores, and it's their last year here, so if you want them, you have to get them now.
Although it's the last year for one flavor, it's the first for another, the Toastier. Don't worry, you can still get your Thin Mints, Caramel Delights, and Tagalongs, 9 flavors in all. The Badgerland Girl Scouts sell each box for $4. All of that money stays local.
My favorite part about being in juniors is seeing all my troop friends, but we can't do this this year because of COVID.
Helping to pay for camps and social experiences for more than 8,000 girls across 23 counties.
Lots of cookies for you, a little for Cookie Share. Thank you.
And I'm sold. Reporting in Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Me too. If you're looking to buy Girl Scout cookies, we have links on our website where you can type in your zip code and search for a cookie selling scout near you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 6. The deadline you need to know this weekend if you still have a shanty out on the ice. Plus, chances for temperatures in the 60s early next week. Austin has details in your First Warn forecast. Next.
Steinhaffel's Best Brands, Best Prices sale. When all of the best brands are 35 to 50% off, Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. And with Steinhaffel's special 60-month financing, your new room has never been more affordable. It's Steinhaffel's Best Brands, Best Prices sale, where you'll save big on all the best brands. Visit Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
After a drunk driving accident, drivers may be punished in the criminal justice system, but the victims are overlooked. but not by Gingrass, Thompson, and Walks. With devastating injuries and loss, drunk driving accident victims need an attorney to fight for a way to rebuild their lives. GTW lawyers have won some of the biggest civil awards. Recently, over $5 million for a woman who lost her husband and became disabled. More power, more fight, the most heart. Gingrass, Thompson, and Walks.
Love lower than low prices? Then get more ways to save at Pick 'n Save, where you can find personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. All for prices that are lower than low. On food that's fresher than fresh. Pick 'n Save. Fresh for everyone.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
With great deals, get ready to turn your dreams into reality.
Right now, save big with a complimentary first month's lease payment on a new 2021 Corolla. To learn more, visit Toyota.com.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe everyone deserves 5G. Not just New York and LA, but the millions of people in cities like yours, like Milwaukee, Rock Island, and Des Moines. That's why we're including 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Because everywhere matters, like Economawalk, Claysville, Prineville, U.S. Cellular has included 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Get unlimited data as low as $30 a month. U.S. Cellular.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Dozens of people are enjoying the nice weather this weekend by running for a good cause. It's part of the Return to Peace Corps Volunteers Freeze for Food. The annual run walk has gone virtual this year due to the pandemic. Money raised from the run benefits Open Doors for Refugees, a nonprofit group dedicated to making refugees feel welcome and integrated into the Madison community.
I love Madison in this way. I love Madisonians who love winter, who are willing to get out, whether there's snow or not. And I love the fact that people have generous hearts and really want to make refugees feel welcome.
Since 1982, Freeze for Food has raised more than $102,000 for nonprofit organizations that focus on food security. You can donate until tomorrow on the Returned Peace Corps Volunteers website, rpcvmadison.org. If you have a shanty on any of the lakes in the Madison area, it has to be removed by tomorrow night. The DNR's deadline to take shanties down on inland waters south of Highway 64 is tomorrow. Officials say anglers can continue to use portable ice shanties after tomorrow as long as it's removed from the ice when it's not being used. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is asking people to exercise caution on the ice as the temperatures warm up. And those temperatures are warming up. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Austin Kopinski. I said it wrong,
They really are warming up outside as well, though. It's really close. It's a really tough last name, I gotta say. It's Kopnitsky, but...
Day one. I promise I'll get it right.
It happens. Exactly. It's coming. It's coming. But also those warm temperatures are coming, and I'm talking 50s and even 60s. So it is time to really start to either stay off the ice completely or exercise extreme caution if you are going out there. Always test how thick that actual ice is. Now, another live look outside. Again, a gorgeous sunset still happening outside currently. Wind speeds are very calm, and that's great news for us because it's not bringing down the wind chills, and it's also going to stay calm for a good portion of tonight. Tomorrow, however, looks to be a pretty breezy one from the south at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. But that's also going to help to fuel those more mild conditions. Currently 39 degrees in Madison, low 40s here for some of our northwestern friends as well. So those temperatures really haven't budged since I showed them just a few minutes ago. Now the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, this shows that we're going to be right around average. But then watch what happens afterwards. Notice all the blue here out to the west. That generally means we're going to be around average or even cooler than that. that in the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. Lots of blue on the screen right now, and that's generally just because we're going to see those slightly lower than average temperatures. Notice how we're not seeing those deep blues for most of the United States as well. So that's another thing we are looking out for. You look at the high temperature trend, it really warms up, but then it really cools down right afterwards. Notice how Monday and Tuesday of the following week are actually going to be down into the 30s for high temperatures. Some of the low temperatures later on this week aren't even going to get that low. Now, the 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook does show that we're going to be a little bit drier than average in that time frame. But beforehand, though, we have a little bit of some precipitation to actually get through, especially on Wednesday. So tomorrow, don't need to worry about too much. Partly cloudy skies, and it's going to be pretty comfortable to actually be outside yet again. But then by the time we do reach Wednesday, especially in the morning hours, we're going to start to see some of those lighter rain showers developing. We could even see a thunderstorm mixing in at times here on our Wednesday. Then most of that should be cleared out by early Thursday morning. There still may be a lingering shower here and there, but some sunshine will end up poking out afterwards. The day planner for the rest of tonight and early tomorrow morning, again, we're going to dip down into the upper teens and low 20s to start out our morning tomorrow. So it will be another chilly start. But then on the 7 to 10 day forecast, the mild conditions, even Tuesday's high reaching 60 degrees. But then next week, again, we do cool things down back in the 40s and even the 30s to start out the following week.
All right, we can't get too excited with that 160-degree day because it's still winter.
Yeah. That's right. We'll take it.
All right. Thank you so much, Austin. And just ahead in sports, the Badger men's hockey team goes from worst to first in a year. How Wisconsin took home their first regular season crown in 21 years. That's next in Sports with Zach.
Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
It's replacement window season, and Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy 2, get 2 free.
Replacing the windows, it made our home more comfortable and more functional.
Buy 2, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
This is Ford Truck Month.
So are you ready for a ride?
Now is the time to get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Get our best offers of the year and see what Built Ford Tough can do for you. Welcome to the show, America.
Welcome to the show.
Right now, get $5,750 in total savings on a 2021 F-150. Only during Ford Truck Month.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Sunday, a local artist is on a mission to draw local residents from all different walks of life. We take a look at the passion behind her drawings. And Hattie will be tracking all of this warm weather this weekend. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
Last season, the Badger men's hockey team finished last in the Big Ten standings. This year, they're a win away from going
from worst to first. If Wisconsin beats Michigan State, they'll claim their first regular season conference championship in 21 years. UW blanked Michigan State yesterday afternoon, but Sparty came to play today. Badgers down 1-0 in the second. Not for long. Cole Caulfield rips a snipe into the back of the net to tie the game up at 1. And then in the third period, still tied at 1, Dylan Holloway flips the puck to Caulfield, and it's game over. His 25th goal of the season puts Wisconsin up 2-1. They'd go on to win by that score and be crowned Big Ten champs.
Winning's fun, so a lot of relief. You guys are going crazy in there. I think it's just all excitement. I mean, you work so hard with these guys on a very interesting year. Yeah, I just couldn't be more happy for the guys. The work has paid off so far. I mean, obviously the fun just starts now.
You're proud of them, and you let them know it. You kind of enjoy the celebration. They should enjoy it. I mean, we all should. This year's been one of those years that every day you face a new challenge.
And it definitely was a great day for Wisconsin hockey. The women advanced to the WCHA Final Face-Off Championship game with a 5-3 win over Minnesota. McKenna Webster led the way for the Badgers, knotting 2 goals in the win. They'll face either the winner of Ohio State and Duluth in tomorrow afternoon. The last time DeForest made it to the state boys basketball tournament, this year's team was in elementary school watching. Today it was their turn to play on the biggest stage in Oshkosh. DeForest taking on Kimberly in the Division I state semifinals, and Max Weisbrod came to play. The junior kisses it off the glass to give the Norskies an early lead. Weisbrod finished with a team-high 20, but Jackson Paweletsky and the Papermakers were just too much to handle. He spins and wins part of his 28-point performance. DeForest falls at state 63-42. 2017 was the last time Lake Mills reached the state tournament. This year they're back, and the L-Cats are bringing an 8-game winning streak and a veteran group to the Lacrosse Center. Lake Mills taking on Pewaukee in the Division II state semifinals. L-Cats had a 1-point lead at halftime, and were adding to it in the second half. Charlie Bender with a back cut and bucket. Bender dropped in a game-high 21. But the Pirates amped up the D and turned turnovers into points. A.J. Hintz completes the dine and dash as Lake Mills' season comes to an end in the semifinals. 65-51 is your final. But Amanda, how about the Badger men's and women's hockey team? 21 years since the Badgers won a regular season title, and the Wisconsin women just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's amazing, and that's kind of crazy to think 21 years. They must just be thrilled.
It's way too long.
It
should never be that too long.
Yeah, and here it is. All right, thank you so much, Zach. Austin, let's take one more look at weather.
Yeah, and just as crazy, we're going to see temperatures in the 60s for highs at times, and then we're also going to see highs even down into the 30s at times in the extended forecast. Tomorrow, however, we're looking at partly sunny skies, a high of 47. It's also going to be pretty breezy from the south at around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And overall, the 7 to 10 day forecast looking pretty good, but we do have some rain chances on Wednesday.
All right, thanks so much, and thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.